What's up, guys? Team Kuribrohs here with Mr. Vladis Baranovskis, and we're here in Milan. What did you do here this weekend?
I just popped a Zan and I topped Milan.
Very nice. Very, very nice. What did we do here this time?
We played Rocks again because it's the best deck.
So instead of popping Zans, you were actually just doing
instead of popping Zans, we're just popping Rocks.
Yeah.
And just up our nose.
Fair.
3 Block Dragon. I like Legos. 3 Rescue Rabbit. Boing. So me and our friend group basically made we're thinking of sound effects we could use for every card, and for Rescue Rabbit it was boing. It was hilarious. So yeah, I played 3 of each of these, like the best cards in the deck, other than like the Crack Rocks. So 3 Obsidians, 3 Lazulis. You just need these to loop your vanillas.
Look at these DTs.
3 Lapis. This is max rated. It's really sad. 3 Tourmaline. This is really good because Prismora lets you play through Cherries on Unicorn, which happened 3 times during the event, which is random. It happened 3 times where I went Prismora, Pop, Mrs. Radiant, put back Master Diamond Extra. It was so hilarious.
So people are learning
in various different situations. It was crazy.
Fair.
And then I played 2 Crystal Rose and 1 Armadillo. Drew all 3 of these on stream, which is a bit sad. And if I legit just didn't draw a card for turn, I'd game through whatever he had. But it was just sad because I couldn't resolve one single Block Dragon. Whatever.
It was very unfortunate.
Yeah, these cards are insane though. Because you don't play any level 4 rocks because this is a Thunder, so you can't add off Block Dragon unless you cheat. So yeah, and it has to total level has to equal 8, so you can't just go add 3 light Lazuli from deck to hand, or 2 Lapis and a Lazuli, because that equals 7, so that's a bit bad. So you have to play these. Kuribrohs is even fine. In the Thunder Dragon matchup, you actually really need to get this into the graveyard. It's more important than Block Dragon in that matchup, which is crazy. I can almost consider if there's a Thunder Dragon format, playing just 3 of this, because this card's just nuts against that matchup. Because you normal summon 1, you send 1 off Curious, you bring it back from the graveyard, you just get loads of special monsters. And then the Seraphonite extra normal summons are super important too. I had to so one of my opponents playing Thunder Dragon, I spent his 1 Unicorn that he ended on because the deck's bad, and then I didn't normal summon yet, so I just summoned the Armadillo and just OTK'd him that turn. It was crazy. But yeah, these cards are just nuts. Even though it's ooh, 1 of Stratos, why don't you play more? You don't want to add any Gemini's from your deck to your hand. That's the reality. If this could have Gemini Fusion, I'd be playing 3 of this card. But here we are.
That's what the link's for.
Yeah, exactly. And then we played 1 Card Destruction, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Soul Charge Edition from. I'll just show the changes from London. So this got added into the deck. Obviously, just another God card in the deck.
Yeah.
3 more God cards.
Love those
Mixes Math, bro. 3 Phoenix Blade. That's also not Phoenix Blade.
Better Phoenix Blade.
Better Phoenix Blade, kinda. 3 Unexpected Die. Just Photon Trasher. 3 copies of Pot of Desires.
Ashby.
Yeah, you just activate this, stay Asha, and you win. Because they don't know what you're playing it. And then 3 Called By, another, the other change from London, and then 3 Drag Down from the grid. I don't have to list these because they gave back the supers. Yeah, I still think this is the better call for this event because you only really lose to Droll and Ash. And if you're blinding second against Striker, if they don't know what you're playing, which hopefully should be a thing where they don't know what you're playing. They'll think it's a mirror match and they set up their board for the mirror match, and it's just a lot easier to kill them through whatever they have, because they'll and then the double engage stuff, and you really don't care because they have 1 less interruption, so you just win. Yeah.
That was the whole list.
Yeah, that was the 42 cards, 21 spells, 21 monsters.
Okay.
And literally the only changes from London, just the 3rd Call By and 3rd Soul Charge. The reason behind this was, so after lists, I was, for a while I wasn't playing Card Destruction, and I was playing 2 Desires. And then I put these in basically for the changes from the London list. But then I also kind of just wanted more win buttons in the deck. And I also realized that this is just, this card's such good Ash bait. And if I'm adding just more draw 2 cards, because one of the problems I had with London was that you'd be activating drag down and stuff, and if you'd activated Desires already, there's such a high there's such a good chance of you just drawing a Desires off the drag down, and I would have rather just had more cards in my deck to decrease that variance. And also it's fine to have these because they don't say just draw 1, because that would really make too much sense. This card isn't just an upstart. This card's rip a hand trap out of your opponent's hand, and then sometimes also extend if you discard Obsidian out of your hand. So I just decided these cards were just like insanely good because like even going second, this card's just insane because against Striker or like Thunder Dragon, they end with like one card in hand, so you just get to plus 1,000,000. It's just crazy. Obviously, going first is like, sketchy. At the end of day one, I played against a Striker player, and I card destruction him after I normal Rabbit, and he had DD Crow in his hand, and my pants were like soiled. And then he drew no hand traps and discarded me. But I also just like drew the taste off the card destruction. Did not matter what he had.
Fair.
That was another person who carried my unicorn and just misses Radiant Pop. This is crazy. So yeah, and then for the extra deck, most important part, the field center I've been using for a year. That's me, Vlad. Magical Hands, squad, best Pokemon at me. The goats, the greatest of all time. Extra deck, 1 Firewall Dragon, 1 Link Spider, 1 Proxy, 1 Mrs. Radiant, 2 Final Quartz. So the extra deck is the exact same from London because this deck is literally perfect. No changes you'd ever make. I was almost close to cutting this to play Gemini Amethyst until I was like, wait a second, you need to beat cherries. So yeah, and also this is just nice for popping things like Annie Spell. Which can like come up if your opponent has literally nothing else, which can happen, I guess. But it's just like nice because I got Forbidden Graveyard a few times at this event, and what I just did was I just went Prismora, popped their Shizuku, and they try to bring back Ray, and I just found out their graveyard, and I just went out their Forbidden Graveyard, and then just read it, and they're like, oh, and they just die.
Pretty good.
Weird. So yeah, it's broken. Like, they're like, oh, you cannot play for the tongue, and you're just like, die. And you're like, oh, je suis dead? Oui.
Italian event.
By the way, I played against like 2 Italian players and like 7 French players. It was crazy. Probably not a number. Like,
Fair, yeah.
So that was a 15 card extra deck. There's really nothing you can change. You can maybe change this for Lanphalinkus if you really wanted to. I don't like Lanphalinkus too much because the arrows of Proxy Dragon come up a bit too many times. Just because the side arrows are nice, and also it can randomly just like protect Magical Midbreaker Field, because this effect is like decode, where just like if a card you control will be destroyed, you can destroy something it points to instead. So if you want to be like super like ballsy, you keep Block Dragon on the field with this, and then they'll just think you can infinitely loop the Block Dragon with that, but you can't. So you just have to pop like something that's not a rock, essentially. So you can pop like a Phoenix or Unicorn pointing to this, or like something else like random. There was a situation where it could have came up, but it just didn't matter because it was killing him that turn, which was kind of sad. Because I was like, oh, if I don't kill him, I can do this. And I was like, oh, wait, I can kill him. Never mind. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really else you can cut from the extra deck. If you want to be ballsy, you can just play the super secret Gustav Max combo. That just requires you cutting good cards in your extra deck.
Yeah, and you need all the good cards in your extra deck.
Yeah, and then side deck, Worst from London. These never came in. Like, it's a single combo deck. Whee!
Nice.
2 Eclipse. Yeah, actually. 2 Magical Midbreaker Field, 3 Twin Twisters, and 3 Red Reboots. These cards are good. You need these against Altergeist. You need these against Thunder Dragon. You need these against Striker. These are also good against BA, because you can eclipse stuff like their Majesty's Fiends, their Hydrolanders, their Beatrice face down. This is good against Snow, Farfa, everything. Not so much Hydrolander, because Hydrolander can just pop this, but it just also just makes it so it turns into like a Chalice for the Hydrolander, I guess.
Sure.
Like, it just like makes it so that card doesn't have an effect for that turn.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, whatever. I'll take a 1-for-1, I guess. But not even a 1-for-1. It's a bit scary though when I do have Hydrolander, but thankfully like this card can out it. Yeah, cards like Majesty's Fiend and Vanity's Fiend are just super scary for this deck. And obviously, oh, you're only playing it too. Well, you just can't like fit in everything you want to. I was just scared of combo, and I kind of overly prepared for it. Even before the event, I was like, I kind of just want to like not side for combo. I'm not gonna play against it, but it literally didn't matter. I kind of wish I decided more cards for Striker, but I don't think there's anything else you can put in except these. It's like unfortunate because you can't really beat cards like Lancia, and you just have to hope they don't play it, but they did. So
just open a call by or something like that.
Yeah, so you have to just like hard draw call by in that matchup. Well, not in that matchup, but like
When they have that
against
clash.
that situation.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if I would still keep playing this, but people still just played into Magical Midbreaker Field and lost at this event, which I found a bit strange. They were just like, one of my striker opponents ended on like triple anchor, and then I went main phase this, and then he picks it up and reads it, and he's like, oh. And then he dies instantly.
It's usually what happens, yeah.
Yeah, no, he just like, he had Ogre in hand as well, and I was just like,
None of this matters.
why is this in your deck? It's
Yeah.
game 2, and you read Block Dragon 8 times. Get out of here. Like, what are you going to destroy? My unicorn? Oh my god, my life is going to end. Yeah. So, matchups in Swiss, played against Baranovskis. Like a lot of Thunder Dragons, and they just all died instantly. Yeah, so a lot of people just like came up to me throughout the day, and they're like, Vlad, how do you beat the Thunder Dragon matchup? Well, you just draw well. Like you don't have to kill him on one turn. You can just end on like Curious Block Dragon pass. Like you don't have to land Block Dragon. The Block Dragon is just nice there for safety, so you don't get killed. So weirdly enough, like the Thunder Dragon deck can't like reliably out Curious without just you getting the effect off. So you can just go like you can do like a cheat, like if your hand's like not that great, you can go like Curious, send Brilliant Fusion, just pass. And then you just have to attack into the Curious and just add back Brilliant Fusion to die. Unless they have like a colossal Titan Pop for it.
Sure.
Which like sucks obviously if they
Yeah.
do, but they usually do. But yeah, you don't really have to kill Thunder Dragon in one turn. You can kind of just like grind out. Because there's so many like power cards you can draw in the deck that like you can usually just fill your board with just a bunch of like monsters. The sweet spot against the Thunder Dragon deck is that they have 3 special summon monsters or 1 special summon monster. 2 special summon monsters in the field is really awkward to deal with just because of the mats. Because so when they have like double Colossus Titan or triple Colossus or whatever, that's another special monster in the field to burn with for Lady Lapis Lazuli, which is like actually pretty important, especially if they put everything in defense mode. If they have 2 monsters in defense mode, so they have double Colossus in defense mode, it's so hard to kill them. I'm like, thankfully it never happened because they just always overextend into the full board. I'm just like, okay, drag down, and they're like, oh, Chain Titan. After I set like all my like spells and traps or whatever, and they just hit like unexpected die. I'm like, cool. I flip Brilliant Fusion. Good night. But yeah. Event went well. Unfortunately, I lost the top cut. Yeah, that's really it. I played against way too many like random decks. I just want to play against strikers. End up losing to way too many. It was just sad. I even lost a Trickstar. That was terrible.
Very
But yeah,
sad.
I'm really happy with the event. Congratulations to Din for winning the event. I would like to also thank all the friends I stayed with. Aiden, Kian, Luke, and Cormac. Behind the camera.
I'm holding the camera, so I'm not going to turn it.
Yeah. I would like to thank everyone who lent me cards for the event. Shoutouts to the card for getting banned.
Hey, there we go.
And then, I kind of wanted to keep it.
Well, too late now.
I can just like self-tape it together.
It was a nice moment.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'd like to thank everyone who lent me cards, everyone from our locals at Gamers World in Dublin and the War Chest, also in Dublin. Just not in
Real
a relative
Dublin.
proximity of Dublin.
Sure. This is an Irish Yu-Gi-Oh joke. Yeah.
Why did I say that?
No, we get it. We get it.
I would like to thank the many people who came up to me throughout the day, just being like, "Hey Vlad, how do I play Gem Knight?" And it was just really sweet. I'm just like not used to like people just like I don't know coming up to me and just knowing my name. It's just really awkward because I'm just like some poor boy from a poor family. It's the rest of the lyrics.
Well, why would I know Queen Mary?
That's.
Alright, this profile is getting way too long.
It is. It's perfect. All right, okay. Thank you very much, Vlad. This is Team Crew signing out.